Bonjour, j'espère que vous allez bien. Je suis désolée pour l'absence et l'attente des histoires de Noël qui reviendront l'année prochaine. Parce que le moment est passé, ça y est, Noël est terminé. On terminera les autres histoires l'année prochaine. Et du coup, je vais reprendre les lectures, mais sur d'autres thèmes. Par exemple, là j'ai bien envie de lire ce livre-ci en anglais. Donc je vais faire la vidéo. Du coup, au moins la lecture en anglais. Voilà, c'est une petite histoire toute mignonne sur l'espoir, la révolution. Et c'est tout joli, c'est très light aussi dans les images, très épuré. Et je pense que je vais lire comme ceci, comme ça vous verrez en même temps les images. Voilà. Donc je vais commencer la lecture. De la couverture, la quatrième de couverture, puis l'histoire. So, it's entitled Hope for the Flowers. A tale partly about life, partly about revolution, and loads about hope for adults and others, including caterpillars who can read. Words and pictures by Trina Polos. A different sort of book for everyone, except those who have given up completely, and even they might secretly enjoy it. Let's start. Chapter 1. Once upon a time, a tiny striped caterpillar burst from the egg which had been home for so long. "Hello world," he said. "It sure is bright out there in the sun." "I'm hungry," he thought, and straight away began to eat the leaf he was born on. And he ate another leaf, and another, and another, and got bigger, and bigger, and bigger. Until one day he stopped eating and thought, there must be more to life than just eating and getting bigger. It's getting dull. So Striped crawled down the friendly tree which had shaded and fed him. He was digging for more. He's crawling down, just there. There were all sorts of new things to find. Grass and dirt and holes and tiny bugs which fascinated squirming, pushing caterpillars. A caterpillar pillar. It appeared that caterpillars were trying to reach the top, but the top was so lost in the clouds that Strap had no idea what was there. He felt new excitement, like sap rising in the spring. Maybe I'll find what I'm looking for. Full of agitation, Strap asked a fellow crawler, "Do you know what's happening?" "I just arrived myself," said the other. "Nobody has time to explain. They are so busy trying to get wherever they're going up there." "But what's at the top?" continued Stripe. "No one knows that either, but it must be awfully good, because everybody's rushing there. Goodbye, I have no more time." He plunged into the pile. Strap's head was bursting with the new try. He couldn't get his thoughts together. Every second, another crawler passed him and disappeared into the pillar. There's only one thing to do. He pushed himself in. He's there. Chapter 2. The first moment on the pile were a shock. Stripe was pushed and kicked and stepped on from every direction. It was climb or be climbed. And Stripe climbed. No more fellow caterpillars on Stripe's pile. They became only threads and obstacles, which he turned into steps and opportunities. This single-minded approach really helped, and Stripe felt he was getting much higher. But some days, it seemed he could manage only to keep his place. It was especially then that an anxious shadow nagged inside. "What's at the top?" it whispered. "Where are we going?" And one exasperated day, Strap couldn't stand it any longer and actually yelled back, "I don't know, but there's no time to think about it." A little yellow caterpillar he was crawling over gasped, "What did you say?" "I was just talking to myself," Strap mumbled. "It really isn't important. I was just wondering where we're going." "You know," Yellow said, "I was wondering that myself. But since there's no way to find out, I decided it wasn't important." She blushed at how silly this sounded, quickly adding, "No one else seems to worry about where we are going, so it must be good." But she blushed again. "How far are we from the top?" Straps answered gravely. "Since we're not at the bottom and not at the top, we must be in the middle." "Oh," said Yellow, and they both began climbing again. But now Strap had a new feeling. He felt bad. He had lost his single-mindedness. "How can I step on someone I've just talked to?" Strap avoided Yellow as much as possible, but one day there she was blocking the only way up. "Well, I guess it's you or me," he said, and stepped squarely on her head. Something in the way Yellow looked at him made him feel just awful about himself, like no matter why he's up there, it just isn't worth it. Strap crawled off Yellow and whispered, "I'm sorry." Strap's heart leaped inside. Everything looked different. The pillar made no sense at all. I would like that too, he whispered. But this meant giving up the climb. A hard decision. Yellow, dear, maybe we're close to the top. Maybe if we help each other, we can get there quickly. Maybe, she said, but they both knew this wasn't what they wanted most. Let's go down, Yellow said. Okay. And they stopped climbing. They clung to each other as masses of caterpillars crawled over them. The air was terrible, but they were happy with each other and made a big ball so nobody could step in their eyes and stomachs. They did nothing at all for what seemed a long time. Suddenly, they didn't feel anything crawling over them. They unrolled and opened their eyes. They were at the side of the caterpillar pillar. They are just there. Hi, Strap, said Yellow. Hi, Yellow, said Strap. And they crawled off into fresh green grass to eat and take a nap. Just before they fell asleep, Strap hugged Yellow. Being together like this is sure different from being crushed in that ground. It sure is. She smiled and closed her eyes. And we arrived to chapter 3. I'm gonna take a little break. So, we arrived at chapter 3, and I'm gonna stop there because I have to go to university right now. But it was really sweet and really nice to be reading again for you guys. I'm gonna put down my book just there. I hope you enjoyed the reading I did. And I'll see you really soon for the rest of the book. Thank you for having listening. And I'm switching back in French. J'espère que cette petite histoire vous a plu. Je me suis arrêtée au niveau du chapitre 3 que je lirai donc pour une prochaine fois. Voilà, ça m'a fait plaisir de